Well, hello there, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at Graviteam Tactics Mius Front Black Snow. We are holding the line here on the Voronovo Lodva line as the Germans, and I'm hoping we can stop the Soviet attacks. Basically, what we need to do is just hold out. That's pretty much the order of the day here, and I'm hoping we do an okay job. I've moved the tanks as close as we can, but now, of course, we're moving into combat. Let's see how we do, guys, and let's see if we can repel this Soviet attack. Alright guys, so I think you can already see why it's called Black Snow, and this is actually very reminiscent of the Graviteam Tactics, the original, where there were several sort of campaigns that took place in the snow. This is kind of the first time they've actually done that in Mius Front. So I'm going to move the guys up a bit more. I want to make sure that they're aiming towards the enemy, but I also want to make sure we have a large concentration of defensive forces. We seem to have a lot of mortars back here, but I want to actually put them like right there in the middle to be able to respond to any situation. And we'll put these guys right here. This seems like it's going to be a massive fight, but we'll only actually know, guys, when things pop off. As we usually do here in Graviteam Tactics Mius Front, I will come back once the fighting actually begins so that you guys don't have to see all of the movement, etc. But I do want to zoom in quickly here and see what we're working with in terms of actual men. I mean, wow, it already looks pretty cool. But you can tell, of course, that we are just all over the woods here. Tremendous amounts of trenches, machine gun positions, and mortar positions. Let's just hope we can stop the red wave coming our way. Tremendous amounts of artillery coming in, my friends. We are getting hit hard here. You can actually see the Soviets dropping bombs all over our frontal positions here. Of course, we have a tremendous amount of territory, so I'm not too concerned, but this is still pretty bad. They definitely have firepower. Look at that crater. Just took out a number of our guys, and it might not seem like a big deal, but believe me, that is concerning. Very concerning. I'm trying to see exactly where they are going, and I've actually moved Hubman's unit up here. I was trying to get him to the front lines. Let's see what happens, but for sure, that Artie's nasty. So I was seeing some outgoing fire, and sure enough, the enemy popped up right where our outgoing fire was going. Definitely looks like our spotters managed to spot the enemy here. Oh, poor choice of words for the spotters. He just got wasted. But they're absolutely moving through these woods. We don't have a position on them, though. I mean, we have a position, just not an exact location. There we go. They're moving through, boys. They are moving through. Oh, my gosh. So it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do here. Basically, just break through our lines and run over the trenches. Take them as quickly as they can. But it looks like our artillery is actually doing a great job here. All right, nice. Great artillery shots there. Look at all of those Soviets, guys. And it looks like our guys, we're here like literally inches away from the Soviets. And our men are fighting. Bullet, come here. Come here. My dog going crazy. We see entire trees being taken out here. I mean, this is intense close combat, guys. Very intense. Maybe the most intense I've actually seen in a Mius Front game. Let's go ahead and see if we can't. All right, beautiful. We're getting some pretty nice shots over here. Our guys are not afraid to let the enemy have it. Over here as well. Looks like our MGs are doing a great job. Look at that MG-42 position. Trying to see if they're coming from the right as well, but I think it's mainly that central area. Looks like our Artie may have finished them off on the right side. Now, we do have a connection here, and this is also new. I haven't seen this before. I think this is the update, showing basically our radio connections, which is really cool. It shows, like, if our units can hear each other, things like that, and that's information you definitely want to know. All right, boys, come on. I want to hit that target right there. Looks like a political commissar. Get him, get him, get him. Throwing a grenade. Stilhangranat. Oh, that may have just been a smoke grenade. And as you can see, you can even see the breath coming out of their mouths because it's so damn cold right now. This guy's holding a wound, nursing a wound, I should say. Keep up the fire. There's absolutely no reason for us to leave the trenches. I'm going to zoom out just to see if they're attacking across multiple fronts. I don't think they are. I think it's just that one area. But I'm going to take Vagel and actually aim towards the enemy, because we have a pretty big gun that we can use specifically to target enemy infantry. Keep it up, boys. Feuermänner. Das ist sehr gut. I mean, this is just so close. I've never seen it this close in Mius Front, or in any Graviteam game, really. Okay, I've got a nice machine gun there. Looks like it's probably a nice machine gun. There we go. Please say you're going to throw a Stillhandgranat. I don't think he is. That is definitely a concerning amount of fire coming this way. Keep firing, come on. I kind of want to charge, but I know better. Then again, I don't. No, let's stay here. Let's stay put. Once again, yeah, so we see a few more positions where they could be. And actually, if we wanted to, we could move the folks in this trench over here forward and get an even better line of fire. And I think I'm actually going to do that with Fritz and the rest of these guys. I want to be very aggressive. So I am actually going to order them to take defense along this point and get right up close and personal with the enemy. So again, this is the connections, and this is new. I'm not sure if you guys like it. I mean, it's okay. It's kind of cool because before you really didn't know what units were connected to what units unless you actually went into the options. Now we know who the commanders are, etc. in this area, and I kind of like that. We definitely want these guys to be close. The closer, the better, obviously. They want to work together here. All right, we already lost one commander. Come on, Vital. Feuer. And over here we have specific squads. So we'll take a look at this one, for instance. These guys are not currently under fire or under attack, but this is kind of the situation they find themselves in. Okay. Ooh, look at that. They could actually fire at that area. I think so. Just need to kind of point them in the right direction. Oh my goodness, look at that, guys. Look at all of the enemies over there. My god, I said they were only attacking in one zone. Boy, was I wrong. Alright. Look at this. Look at that. So that's the area we were watching before. Let's see how it's going. Keep it up, boys. And we can actually switch the cameras between each individual unit. I like that. That's pretty neat. Okay. We're watching Schreiber's unit. This guy is fairly close to the front, although we could get even closer if we want. Doesn't look like he's doing too much, to be honest with you. I like this new system with the camera. Alright, we got mortars. Come on. Come on. Fire away. Fire away, boys. I want to see those things firing. Let's go. I want to make sure we're aiming that way. It's pretty far, but we should be able to hit it. And one cause for concern is I just saw a tank unit, guys. We do have an AT gun somewhere, but not readily available. Feuermänner. Stop this, Bolsheviks. Let's take a look here. So, yeah, they're targeting the tank. I like to see that, man. It actually's got target markers now that it did not have before. So you know that these guys are focusing on that tank, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much they can do about it. Let's move over here. There's a lot more enemies over here, so I want to go ahead and watch this particular unit deal with the enemy. I think we can get these two guys to go focus on the enemy over here. Even if they are leaving a defensible position, I think it's worth it. And as you can see, we're losing a lot of wire links, but I'm just going to have to accept that for now. I'm actually pretty happy at how things are going, all things considered here. Just want to keep on getting shots off. And please tell me that's a mortar. Ooh, even better. Looks like some sort of heavy mortar here. Ja, das ist gut. Feuer. Here we go. Let's see if they actually fire this thing, because it would really help. Almost looks like poisonous gas out there. I know better. I know it's not, but the visual there is pretty terrifying. All right, so we'll get rid of the connections there. I like the connections, though, personally. But let me know in the comments down below if you prefer or don't prefer them. For me, it does help, but maybe we can just turn them on and off as we see fit. Come on. Is that right there, man? Don't understand this. So I'm just trying to find that one specific unit that's on the front. And it looks like we found the unit near the enemy tank. Let's see what we can do about it. It looks like we've actually thrown something at the enemy tank. Are we going to succeed, though, in blowing it up? Wow, that was a nice hit. Guys, we may have just taken out this T-34. Be so helpful to our men, of course. Here we go. Go, you can do it, man. Vital. Be a hero to the Reich. Took another hit there. We've got to be hitting with some sort of AT gun that I'm not seeing. But he is not getting out of that tank still. We haven't even taken a track off, man. I was hoping we'd at least immobilize it. Another hit. Okay. It's going to be a really fascinating... excuse me, guys. A really fascinating campaign. When you do a lot of, like, talking, especially we did 3 live streams today, your voice gets a little rough, to say the least. Got more than one tank. That's not the kind of news I was hoping for. I'm going to go ahead and select Vital. And this is one of the units kind of here on the front. We can actually see a dead Russian right underneath this guy. So you know he means business. Okay, Icon. You know your name makes me laugh a little bit, but here you go. Keep shooting. You can see our guys trying to take desperate cover. And we don't usually get too much lag in Graviteam tactics, but here we're going down to like 18-20. And I think it's because the size of the battles here in Black Ice, they're absolutely huge. I don't think I've ever seen an infantry battle on this scale in Graviteam tactics. If we just go up all the way, I mean, look at this. It's happening all across our front. This is insanity. But of course, we're going to keep firing back and keep trying to destroy specifically those tanks. I don't think that's going to be possible, but let's just make it really hard for them to get out of here. Okay, sure enough, look at that. That guy's right there. Come on. I'm going to do something that sometimes works in Graviteam tactics, sometimes doesn't. I'm going to charge the tank. Fact is, we're going to get killed anyway, so we might as well try. That's what I'm thinking. Come on, guys. I hope somebody has an AT grenade. Der Führer. Come on. Is that a... No, I think that's a rifle grenade. I was hoping that was some sort of anti-tank grenade, although he is taking hits. Look at that. I'm not sure if that's our grenades, but he's definitely taking hits. It could be from that gun we have. It's off a bit, but who knows? It's another hit. Another grenade throw. That's a grenade throw from our men. AT grenade here. Let's see if we can waste him. Another AT grenade. Damn, man. T-34s are so friggin' strong. Guess he's trying to fire into the side of this thing, which isn't going to do a damn thing. It's going to bounce right off. Whoa! Well, let's just keep up the fire. I mean, at least we're doing something, I guess. I'm amazed that that thing is still running. Typical T-34, though. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw a nasty hit there. Was that a kill? I bet it wasn't. I bet he's doing just fine, despite the fact he just took a nasty hit. Yeah, he couldn't care less. Or if we can't get him, let's focus on the infantry. Get him, boys. Get him, get him, get him. Alright, we've seen this before. It's going to be an assault by our guy. He might even try to go for the kill by attacking, like hitting the guy, but I think he's going to set up the MG. Although he got himself on a really weird trajectory here. I mean, I guess he could get him with a ricochet. That's about it. We still have the enemies over here. Also got continued enemy artillery fire over here. Look at that, guys. So I think we're really starting to concentrate the fire in such a way that they can't do much. They look pretty stuck to me. And I'm not sure a few tanks are going to make a difference to them. It's still going to be tough for them. I just don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. Boom, charge. So I am charging on some of these fronts, and I'm also doing the same over here because they are about to take this point. I'd rather they don't take the point for obvious reasons. But if they're going to, and if we can't kill the tanks, let's at least kill those infantry. Come on, guys. Keep throwing anti-tanks. It's bound to do something eventually. So now they're throwing some smoke as they move forward. Fuyamena! Vierter Reich! Key point captured. That could be the enemy capturing the key point, and that's exactly what it is. So they have taken it, and it makes sense. They absolutely have control of this area right now, at least this area. The rest of the areas we're doing okay in, I think. Nice. Continued artillery fire also from our guns. So we're also offering some pretty severe artillery fire. And as you could imagine on this front, I mean, this is a massive front. And both sides, you know, we're trying to hold it. The enemy's trying to break through. We're both sacrificing a tremendous amount of men on this front. It's actually one of the fronts that reminds me the most of World War I in World War II. Just continuous human wave attacks, and eventually the Russians are going to break through. It's just the way they are. They, you know, they've got plenty of men to pass around, and they have no issue losing a few thousand to accomplish a goal. In our case, we have no choice. I'm a little surprised the enemy hasn't asked for a ceasefire yet, because I do think that they've probably taken enough casualties to warrant one. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to charge, guys. Again, we're leaving our positions to do this, but I think it's worth it. We're going to charge this area and try and flank the enemy, kind of with a surprise flank attack here as we leave the trenches. Look at that. All of our guys getting ready to attack. And these guys have their winter gear with them. I guess the Germans finally learned at this point they need some winter gear. Pretty sure this campaign takes place in 1943, late 1943. I'm amazed that that thing is still standing. I really am. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we didn't even hurt anybody inside the tank. Like, that's how resilient those T-34s are. They couldn't care less if we're shooting at them. Firing grenades, doesn't matter. What we need is either another tank or a really lucky shot. Because otherwise, it's not going to do a damn thing. Let's take a look at the Russians over here. Okay, wow, look at that. One of them is clutching his chest. So we already hit him. Now it's just a matter of time before one of our guys gets a perfect shot. But they're definitely taking cover, and one thing I love is how these trees are being ripped apart by the artillery. Looks like he recovered there. Might just be a flesh wound. Vorwärts. They're really gone into detail with the commanders. I like it. But definitely makes the game a bit different, let's say, than it was before. All right. Just want to get an overhead view temporarily to situate these guys. Okay, we've got to be careful. They're getting a little close here, too. Actually, I'm surprised they managed to break through some of these gaps. Just the tiniest gap they're exploiting. And still not a sign of a ceasefire. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Clearly, we're much safer in these trenches. I'm thinking the only situations where we should attack, even the one where I did over here is kind of questionable, is when we can get like a really nice flank attack on the enemy. So that's what we're trying over here. It seems to be going okay, actually. I mean, our men seem to be moving up just fine. Weidel. Look at that. He's actually got an iron cross on his neck. Alright, so this is Fritz. Yes. Oh, we finally took her out, guys. T-34 finally killed. Pretty sure that thing was abandoned. At least it looks that way. I could be mistaken. And this is where we need some bravery from our men. Come on, men. Go, Mena! He's going to make the ultimate push. Get down. Good idea. Fire. Fire. And that is an MP40 right there. Yes. That's the kind of attack we're looking for. Keep it up. Keep it up. Look at that Russian. Oh, he just barely missed him. Come on, man. Fire away again. Fire away again. Looks like there's a Russian right there as well, but he's pretty terrified. He's just taking cover at this point. Looks like this unit might grab that Russian right there if they don't surrender first. And yeah, wow, nice grenade throw. Doesn't look like it killed him, but that one may have killed that Russian. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, he's dead. Nice work, boys. They cleared out that area really quickly. The attack's going well, believe it or not. Now, for how long, I'm not sure. What did he say? If somebody can translate that, he said something about Bolsheviks. That would be pretty cool. That's definitely new, so maybe some new voice actors. Okay, I'm still amazed that they are not requesting a ceasefire here, but I'll accept it. What can I do, right? And it looks like we got some mines. We better be careful. And this is actually behind our lines. So we probably stepped on one of our own damn mines, and it just took out a very valuable gun. I don't see how we could have done that because we weren't moving. But I guess anything's possible. No, and that tank is not dead. So I thought it was. It looks like he's just sitting there. He certainly looks dead, but he's very much alive. Kind of reminds me of like throwing a rat into a snake's cage, and you know sometimes the snake's not hungry. Just kind of will sit there as the rat is just right next to it. That's definitely the case here. Okay, so now we have some contacts over here. These are fairly new contacts. And once again, I am going to take this group. Go ahead and try to get a flank attack. So we know, so they know we're attacking them from multiple locations, basically. Come on, just give us that ceasefire. We'll take it. You guys know you want this day to end just as badly as we do. We just want to wait for our tanks. Deal with you then. And over here on the left, we're getting some very direct machine gun fire. On the right, not as much, just because of the distance. But I think we're getting some very direct fire here. You can already see a bunch of dead Russians just lying around. Those that didn't make it through the initial wave. And those that did are few and far between. So we could still try a mass attack here. This is going to be crazy, but you know what? It might just work. Charge, everybody, and we'll keep the focus on their tanks. So once again, we do see focus going back to their tanks there at least. Let's see if we can make that happen. Yeah, maybe we can actually take these things out. There we go. Look at that. Again, I don't think it's doing anything to the T-34, which is pretty funny, but you know, at least it's something. Okay, some mines popping over here. We don't have to worry about that, because that could actually be the enemy stepping on mines. Come on, boys. Somebody has to have a Panzerfaust, no? Boom! Look at that hit. Like, how do they survive that, man? You just can't comprehend the power of that T-34. Another nasty hit. See? He's going to be fine, I'm sure. We're going to have to get very lucky. Get a penetrating hit or at least knock some tracks off. It's pretty much that simple. Now, it looks like he's actually stuck. His tracks are fine, but he's still firing with that machine gun, and it's lethal as all hell. He's still moving forward. Unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. At least we're doing a great job against this infantry. I love that. Okay. Ooh, we may have just stumbled across something up here. Sure enough, charge that. That's probably going to be an enemy machine gun position. Some sort of enemy position, but it's definitely valuable. Oh! Recoilless rifles. Unfortunately, it's too bad that in Graviteam tactics you can't pick up weapons, because we could have used those against the T-34s. Then again, I don't know if a recoilless rifle will really do anything against the T-34. They're just so damn resilient. But it looks like we already took out one of these guys, and the rest will follow. Now that our boys know where they are, all it takes is one well-placed Stilhangranat. Or is it Stellhangranat? Tell me. You guys can tell me which one is correct. Here we go. He's going to throw it. Yep, for sure. Come on. There we go. Good night. There it is. There it is. Oh, two! Guys, position completely eliminated. That is exciting right there. That is a dead position. More Stellhangranats. They just wanted to make absolutely sure that there were no living enemies there. Great move. Now we'll turn on these two commanders here. Sadly, we still don't have kills on that T-34. Now, it looks like he might be stuck here in the trench. This is a great time to get a hit on him. Problem is, our guys don't know that. I wish just all our men were automatically issued with some anti-tank grenades. That doesn't seem to be the case, though. Steiner. Steiner! Let's take a look at these guys. Yeah, they're all taking cover. And did we retake a key point? I think we may have. Yes, we did. We just retook that key point, guys. Again, I'm very surprised the enemy's not asking for a ceasefire here. But I think they will soon enough. They've realized that this attack has not been successful, and as I showed you guys the campaign map initially, you can actually see that, you know, there are a number of positions where they can break through. So they can also try to break through this area again. They've weakened it now, so even if they don't win here right now, they can come back, and I think that's probably what they're going to do, especially once they see that we're getting pretty aggressive here and pushing on some of their own locations. A ceasefire might actually be preferable, because we're doing a bit of a counterattack now. Look at all these enemies. Come on, boys. All right. Oh, nice. He's going straight for the commander. Dude, keep attacking. Why'd you stop? Keep going. Keep going. There we go. Oh. He's going to shoot him. He's going to throw a grenade. I think so. Okay, that was a bit much. He kind of overcompensated there. There we go. That worked. He overcompensated the first time, and then you just hear a guttural yell. And it looks like number 2 definitely hit its mark. These Soviets are putting up a hell of a last stand here. There we go. So far, our grenades have done more than our rifles in this particular fight. I think it's just the distance. It's really the issue here. There's another one. Yeah, they definitely seem like they're panicking now. And it looks like this counterattack's going pretty well. I'm not attacking in any particular area. I'm just continuing the counterattack and trying to get rid of some of these trenches, but we're not actually going for a point or anything. Get him! Get him! Get him! Monstrous kick. He looks like he missed him with the kick. Let's even get with the rifle butt. There we go. That's a kill. There we go. Just tremendous amounts left here, guys. It looks like our guys that tried to flank the enemy are now kind of in their own personal hell, because they are dealing with trying to take this area from the enemy, yet they have so many trenches here, you know, so many defenses. And look at this. We can actually see not just trenches, but barbed wire. This is totally new. So there's lines of barbed wire here as our men try and get into the enemy's trench. Foya! Here we go. We got an enemy political commissar here. One of many. And again, I use the term commissar very loosely because it's 1943. The commissar was already, at least in the military, did not exist. It was just a commander. Could still have you killed, but, you know. Whoa, okay. That's nasty. I don't know. I don't think that was mines. Just mortar fire. That mortar fire absolutely got rid of a few of our guys that were hanging out here. I don't like that one bit. I'm going to try and charge forward here, because really getting into the trench is very important at this point. Come on, man. I wish we just had one tank. Just one tank. But, truth be told, we are holding this area. It looks like they retook 65.2 once again. It's just going to be very hard to hold that location. Nice. We had a mortar crew come back. It doesn't look like there's many of them that can come back, but the ones that can are coming back. Nice. One guy. I wonder if he can operate a mortar by himself. I think that would be quite a feat. All right. Get to work. There's still a large group of Soviets here. Just want to get one good. There we go. One good grenade. Another good one. Yes. More. The more the merrier. But I think our men definitely have control of this area. And Steiner, the commander here, straight out of Cross of Iron himself. Out of Peckinpah's film. And he's moving forward. There we go. Man. Just a massacre. Guys are just kicking them to death. Oh, there's a grenade. Look at that. Man, he just ragdolled out of there. And yeah, we definitely took that area without any issues whatsoever. And this is the interesting part, is just that this group that kind of we pushed behind the lines for a flank that are definitely not in the greatest position. I think this is why the enemy's not asking for a ceasefire right now, because they want to see if they can't kill these guys. But it might backfire on them, because as you can see, we already took out one of the political commissars, a few other units. This guy, look at all the shrapnel in him. And we're just going to keep it up if they don't ask for a ceasefire here. Now, they do have a recoilless rifle, but pretty useless. I mean, yeah, it can kill a man, but it's more useful against tanks, etc. It's not really made for this kind of combat. So they're just losing valuable units. All things considered, our guys are doing a great job. And obviously, when you see those little flags, guys, those are enemy commanders. You know, taking those out really messes with the enemy organization in general. So this is great if we can manage to kill these guys. They're definitely high up on our most wanted list. Feuer! Here we go. He's going in there to tackle them. Commander versus commanders. Für der Führer. Got one of them. He's going to go for the second. I can't believe the enemy's not surrendering here. There we go. Grenade. Stillhandgranat. Yeah, that did not go where he wanted it to. There we go. That did. Wow. Did it ever. Man. Okay, we've got some artillery fire. Where's that coming from? Oh boy, that's enemy arty fire dropping on us, guys. It's dropping directly on us. It's not actually hitting us, but in the general direction of where we are. And it definitely doesn't seem to be the arty we were seeing initially. It's not like this great, big, tremendous artillery, but it's still dangerous. And obviously can probably still move Winkler back. He's done an amazing job, but I think it's time for him to move out of here. Although, then again, if he can hold this position as long as he has, maybe we should just keep him here. Got another tank back there as well, guys. And looks like it's going to be another enemy commander going down. Oh no! Oh no! This old Cossack still got some fight left in him. He just killed the guy we sent out to eliminate him, for lack of a better word. That is not what I was looking for. I'm actually going to try to push past those tanks. What's the point? We're not going to be able to destroy them. At the very least, we should try to offer up some resistance to the enemy infantry in the sector. And you can just see the artillery has destroyed this forest area. I love the how the environment changes. It really has just ruined this forest area. And it definitely looks like, even though we haven't destroyed this tank, he is stuck. His engine's on, he can't move, so he's definitely stuck in a very odd position. Sadly, he's not dead. More enemy contact? Are you kidding me? Alright, that's pretty understandable. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other way out of this battle except just to keep on fighting. So I will let you guys know, I mean, this has already been a pretty long fight. We're probably going to pause here, and then I'll start again towards the end unless something crazy happens. But you're definitely getting your money's worth with Black Snow here. I mean, this is a long, long battle, and we have a lot left to fight. I think it might even be the timer that could run out first, which rarely happens in Graviteam Tactics, Mius Front, or any Graviteam game for that matter. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. I think they're going to throw one more grenade, hopefully, at that tank. Try to grab that first. But I think our guys have pretty much used up all of their AT grenades on this thing to no avail. Okay, the enemy's finally accepted a ceasefire. Actually, they offered it. I think this might actually end in a defeat for us because we did lose that point, but I can't wait to see the casualties here, guys. It's got to be something special. The battle after I stopped the video took about 20 minutes longer, or quite a bit longer. You can actually see here on the timer, you could have seen, but it took quite a bit longer for sure. And only now did we receive that offer for a ceasefire. We did move these guys forward to engage the enemy, and I think we pretty much got our job done, which was to stop them from breaking this line. Obviously, now we can go back, we can refresh the line a bit, move in some fresh troops, but I think these guys did pretty damn well. I can't wait to see the casualties here. Let's take a look. And it's going to be a total defeat. Understandable, totally understandable. 110 killed on the German side, 83 wounded. That's us. And on the enemy side, we had 54 killed, 88 heavily wounded, and more wounded. So we definitely lost more men than the enemy did. It was a brutal attack, but I hope that we did a good job. I hope you guys enjoyed the Black Ice DLC. I like it a lot here in Mius Front. Really adds that winter warfare type feel, and definitely a massive DLC in terms of the battle size. See you on the next one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you enjoy these strategy videos and you'd like to see more. Thank you so much.